China is to carry out a nationwide campaign of fire safety inspections at high-rise buildings. It follows a huge blaze at an apartment complex in Hong Kong, which killed more than 120 people.
The term rage bait has been named the word or phrase of the year by Oxford University Press. It refers to manipulative tactics used to increase online engagement by provoking outrage.
France's President Emmanuel Macron has stressed to Donald Trump that Ukraine needs security guarantees before it can agree to a peace deal with Russia. The two leaders spoke by phone during a day of diplomacy. President Zelensky visited Paris to rally support from European leaders.
On the anniversary of the failed coup in South Korea, President Lee Jae-myung praised those who saved democracy but warned work was needed to stop it happening again. He said investigations into the perpetrators were continuing and they must be brought to justice.
President Trump says he'll roll back vehicle fuel efficiency standards introduced by Joe Biden last year. Mr. Trump said it would cut costs and protect jobs, but environmental campaigners called it a backward step.
Football's governing body has presented a new Peace Prize to Donald Trump at a lavish ceremony for the Men's World Cup finals draw in Washington. The award was created after the US president lost out on the Nobel Peace Prize. Critics say it undermines FIFA's commitment to political neutrality.
Australia has declared natural disasters in 6 areas in New South Wales, where fire crews are battling dozens of wildfires, fuelled by soaring temperatures. Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has warned of a difficult summer ahead.
Officials in Brazil say 8 engravings by the French artist Henri Matisse have been stolen by 2 armed men from a library in Sao Paulo. In a statement, the Secretariat of Culture and Creative Economy said 5 engravings by Candido Portinari, one of Brazil's most famous painters, were also taken.
The Nobel Institute says Venezuela's opposition leader, Maria Corina Machado, won't attend her Peace Prize award ceremony in Oslo today. She spent months in hiding after the socialist authorities accused her of sedition.
The Venezuelan Nobel Peace Prize winner, Maria Corina Machado, says she's very hopeful her country will become a beacon of democracy for the world. She said the government of Nicolas Maduro was sustained only by violence and repression, funded by criminal activity. Ms. Machado was speaking in Norway after leaving Venezuela in secret.
South Korea's National Assembly has passed a bill allowing police to block the distribution of propaganda material near the border with North Korea. Officers will now be able to prevent activists from sending balloons across the border stuffed with leaflets criticising Pyongyang. The amendment is the latest in a series of government measures cracking down on the practice.
The Spanish government has fined Airbnb more than $75 million for advertising unlicensed tourist apartments and banned rental properties. The housing platform cannot appeal against the fine.
A Japanese firm has unveiled what it's calling a human washing machine intended for use in old people's homes. Users are seated inside a water-filled pod for 10 minutes as they're cleaned by ultrafine bubbles, which the inventors say negate the need for soap or for scrubbing.
Warner Brothers has rejected Paramount's $108 billion hostile bid for the entirety of its business. In a letter to shareholders, the board said the bid lacked adequate financing assurances, and it was instead sticking to an agreed merger with Netflix.
And the energy giant BP has appointed its first female chief executive in its 116-year history. Meg O'Neill will take charge of the company from April, having previously spent more than 20 years of her career at ExxonMobil.
시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 다음 시간에 뵙겠습니다.